Okay, let's talk about something really important, your job. Not the one you have right now, but the job you'll have, or maybe the one you won't have, in just a few years. Something big is happening, and it's going to change everything we know about work. Seriously, just stop for a second and think about it. Your job, everything you do day in and day out. Could a machine, could AI do it? This used to be something you'd see in the movies, right? Well, it's not sci-fi anymore, and it's a question we all have to face, like today.
So, why the big rush? Why are we talking about this now? Well, because AI isn't just some science project locked away in a lab anymore. It's out here in the real world with us. And honestly, it's learning so fast, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around it. For the longest time, we thought of AI as just a super smart calculator, right? Good with numbers, but that's it. But now, oh, it's a whole different ballgame. AI can write emails, it can have a conversation, it can even come up with ideas. It's not just a tool we use anymore. It's starting to feel more like a teammate.
And all this new power, it leads us to one specific number. A pretty shocking prediction, actually, from people who study this stuff for a living. It puts a date on this whole transformation. And trust me, it's a number that has everyone a little on edge.
Here it is, 40%. Let that sink in for a second. By the year 2030, which is just around the corner, the experts are saying that AI could be doing almost half of all routine jobs. But okay, what does that actually mean for you and me? And what in the world is a routine job anyway? Yeah, that word, routine. That's the whole key right there. Because understanding that one little word is what tells you everything. It's the difference between a job that's at risk and a job that's actually an opportunity.
All right, so let's break this down. Who is really at risk here? It's super important to get this right. We're not talking about entire careers just poof, disappearing overnight. It's really about the parts of our jobs, the day-to-day things we do. So let's figure out who this really impacts the most.
Okay, check this out. It becomes really clear when you see it side by side. On the left, you've got the jobs that are most at risk. Things like data entry, customer support, basic coding. See the pattern? It's all stuff that's, well, predictable. You follow the same steps every time. AI is amazing at that stuff. But then look to the right, the safer jobs. Doctors, teachers, creative directors. What do they have in common? They deal with surprises. They require creativity and, real human understanding. That's the big divide right there.
Let me give you a really simple example to make this stick. Just picture it, a big company, maybe just 5 or 10 years ago. They have this huge room, and inside there are 100 people. And all day, every day, their job is the same. Just type, 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 entering data into a system.
Now, let's jump to today. Same company, same amount of data. But that room, it's almost empty. There are just 5 people left. And you know what they're doing? They're not typing, nope. They're managing the AI that does all the typing for them. See, the job didn't just disappear, it completely changed. So that story, that shift, it's actually fantastic news because it gives us a roadmap. It points directly to the skills that are becoming even more valuable, not less, now that AI is part of the team. So what are these future-proof skills? Well, it's all the stuff that makes us, well, human. Critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, things like that. An AI can follow a million rules perfectly, but it can't really think outside the box when something new happens. It can look at data, sure, but it can't truly understand how a customer feels. These aren't just soft skills anymore. They are now your biggest career advantage, period. So when you put all the pieces together, you start to see a completely different picture. Everyone is scared about losing their jobs. But that's not the real story. The real story is about how our jobs are going to change. And that's really the main thing to remember. Work itself isn't going away, but how we work, that's changing completely, and it's never going back. The future isn't about you versus the machine. It's about you with the machine. And look, this isn't some far-off future we're talking about. It's not happening in 2050. It's happening now. It's already here. So really, there's only one question left to ask, and it's for you. Are you ready for what's next? The good news is, getting ready starts with something super simple. Just get curious. You don't have to be an expert. Don't be afraid of it. Just start learning a little bit about it. Because honestly, just understanding what's going on is the most powerful first step you can take. The world is changing fast, that's for sure. But figuring it all out doesn't have to be complicated. If you want to keep up with what's happening and what it means for you, go ahead and subscribe. We'll be back really soon to break down the next big thing.
Thanks for hanging out with us.